Hello there, this is James, and today I've decided to do another motivational video told in story format. But before we get into today's video or today's story, don't forget, I do indeed have a partnership with a company called Traders Education. Now, Traders Education specialize in producing educational and market analysis content, both in written and video format, for brokers to use to educate and keep their clients informed. As well as that, I have a partnership with a company called Trust Broker. Now, Trust Broker is for retail clients, and it's a absolutely brilliant product, completely free, and it can potentially really help you with your trading. So check out their website, and don't forget, check out Traders Education website as well. Both are going to be in the description below. And Finally, I have an association with a company called Skill Momentum. Now, Skill Momentum is a consultancy specializing in HR services or HR consultancy, as well as marketing and content, and of course, visual and media, which is sort of the thing I do. Don't forget, like I say, I am currently a freelancer, but I am always open to any potential job opportunities out there. So, by all means, DM me. Is that the modern day way of saying it now? DM me? I'm old. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get on with today's story. Now, today's is not a true story, but I think it's a story worth knowing, definitely. And it's a story which, really paints a really important message to everybody out there. Okay? Now, say it's the 1940s. 1948, for example. And there's this gentleman. His name is, we'll call him Robert or Bobby. Okay, and he has, a normal life. He lives in this Midwestern town in the United States, out in the Dust Bowl, so to speak. But a lovely little village, a lovely little town, but that's where he lives. Anywho, he works in a warehouse, something like this, something that he's not happy with, and he wants to do other things, but all he's ever known is his father to work in a warehouse and his father's father to work in a warehouse, working in the same place. That's all he's ever known is this warehouse. And he's like, I maybe want to do something a bit more with my life, but this is all I've known. This is where I am. Anyway, the circus comes to town, and there's a lot of general excitement about the circus. They're going to have lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and elephants. Okay, now Bob, he doesn't like the idea of animals in captivity in that sort of nature, being made to song and dance around. So he's not interested in going to the circus, but a lot of people are really excited about it. Anyway, because he works in this warehouse, for him to go home, he has to walk past this circus. Okay, walk past the circus. And one particular afternoon, he's walking home, and he noticed these elephants. And they're majestic. They're beautiful. They're huge. Amazing animals. But they have a piece of rope, tied around their ankle and put towards a post. And he's looking at this majestic, beautiful, amazing, huge animal. And he's thinking, that piece of rope and that little stake in the ground, that elephant can easily break away. It's so strong. He has no issue. He could easily walk away and it can pull out that stump in the ground and the rope will break. He should have no problem breaking now. But why isn't he breaking away? So he gets really intrigued by this. And he sees one of the trainers. And he goes to one of the trainers. Look, the animal is amazing. And it's so large, so big. How come it can't, that rope and that stump is pretty, flimsy. How come he's not breaking away? And the trainer goes, well, we have these elephants since they were like little babies, child. And when they were babies, we put that same rope around its ankle and stump. And when it was a baby, when it was younger, it wasn't strong enough to break away. It's the same rope, same stump, which is on the elephant now. So, as a baby, it couldn't break away. So what's happened is now been conditioned to think, because it had it when it was a child or when it was a baby, that rope is too strong for it to get away. It's been conditioned by its past. And that's the point of the story. The whole point of the story. You should never, ever allow your past to stop you from breaking away. You should never let whatever happened in your history, or in your past, from stopping you from moving forward, moving on. If you have a dream, then go for it. Don't look back. Or don't be conditioned, more importantly, conditioned by what has happened to you previously. Instead, have belief and realize no matter what has happened, no matter what you've been taught, you have the ability to break away and go for your dreams. Well, there we go. That's today's little motivational story. And I think it's something we all should take account of and listen to, because that's reality. We are often, a curation of what's happened to us previously. But realistically, we shouldn't be allowed ourselves to be, dictated to what's happened to us previously. If we want something, we need to have a belief we can go and do it and believe in ourselves, because we have the capabilities of doing it. We do. Same as that elephant. That elephant has the capability, when it's an adult, to break away. It's just been conditioned to think it can. Anyway, that's today's story. I hope you found it insightful, motivational, enjoyable, and animated. Anywho, yes, this video is not been about the markets. Yes, it has not been about trading, but it wouldn't be a James video if I didn't do my normal sign-off. So remember, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever shall they be taken as financial advice or how to help an elephant escape. I always suggest you do your own research and do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.